Top 10 Best Sports Cars 2020. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. For more videos and top 10 everything, subscribe to the channel. 10. Alfa Romeo 4C. The 4C should have been the car to rocket Alfa Romeo back into the headlines and restore its reputation as a maker of world-class drivers' cars. That it took the Giulia Saloon to actually achieve that, a few years later, says most of what you need to know about this car, of which production has now officially ceased. This was supposed to be the sports car with which Touring could launch its talons into the North American market all over again. That idea was soon quashed by Alfa's management when they realized that the finished 4C, with its carbon fiber construction and hardcore temperament, would be much too uncompromising for that. 9. Morgan Plus 6. The past few years have been transformative ones at the Morgan Motor Company. Having been family-owned and operated until its 110th anniversary, the firm is now majority-owned by private equity and has just launched its first ground-up new car in almost 2 decades, the Plus 6. The Plus 6 still delivers greater motive and charm and sense of occasion than outright grip and handling agility, perhaps just as it should. It's a one-of-a-kind experience, however, and in a market increasingly fond of resto mods, it's well placed to deliver as much business to Pickerslie Road as it feels it's right to supply. 8. Maserati Gran Turismo. That Maserati got so many of the basics right with its Gran Turismo Coupe makes the car's remaining few failings all the more frustrating. More complex and thus more forgivable is that just occasionally we wish the Gran Turismo's V8 engine hit a little harder, for all its oral splendor, and that its gearbox felt a little less clunky and antiquated. While we can't ignore such troubles in our overall rating, we would be the first to admit the Gran Turismo remained a truly desirable and exotic-feeling sporting GT, even in its dotage. It's a car you no longer need to make excuses to buy or to own, especially now that it's a case of now or never. 7. Lexus LC. The LC seems large, heavy, leaden-footed, and a bit cumbersome on the road at times, so you never quite escape a feeling of ambivalence towards it. On the song, its V8 engine is hugely special, and on a smooth surface, its sheer agility and balance are quite something. Equally, the cabin, while remarkably luxurious, wants for much in the way of storage space, while the car's touring credentials are undermined by a particularly unpleasant run flat-shod secondary ride. Ultimately, depending on how much you're moved by its virtues or irked by its shortcomings, the LC is either a bit of a rough diamond or the dreaded curate's egg. For us, it's much closer to the former. 6. Nissan GT-R. However long in the tooth he has become, Godzilla will feel as if he's in rude health right until his last day. If out and out real world, any condition speed is what you crave from your sports car, nothing does it better below £100,000 than Nissan's self-identified, world's fastest brick, the incredible, indefatigable GT-R. But then speed probably isn't quite all you want in a modern sports car, and Nissan knows this. It has therefore tried to make the GT-R a more rounded, luxurious, and mature axe-wielding mentalist of a device over recent years and revisions, and it has made a difference, albeit not a big one. For more exciting videos, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. 5. BMW i8. The i8 is one of the most compelling and unusual sports cars we've tested in years, not only because of its fascinating plug-in hybrid powertrain, its appealing driving experience, and its otherworldly design, but also because of how exquisitely finished it feels like a product both inside and outside, and how easy it would be to live with. It is available in both closed and open roof body styles. That its outright performance and handling dynamics fall slightly short of the very best you might expect of a £100,000 sports car is a minor drawback. The problem only really takes the edge off the car's appeal when it comes to track and driving. 4. Chevrolet Corvette. Much has been written about General Motors' decision to gamble with this, the 8th generation of its iconic Corvette sports car, by switching from a front-mounted engine to a mid-mounted one. There were objective reasons to do it, because it improves the car's weight distribution and enhances its outright handling potential. And there was a more complex argument, that a mid-engined layout has become expected of an operator within this part of the sports car market, and the old Corvette's front-engine configuration made it something of a relic to the latest generation of sports car buyers. 3. Lotus Evora. A decade has now passed since the introduction of Lotus's mid-engine, 2+2 Porsche chaser, the Evora. At the time of its introduction, the car brought plenty of qualities to embrace but also flaws to regret. Today, it retains a chassis and steering system that both truly deserve top billing. Few sports cars have such immersive, positive steering or a ride and handling compromise so suited to life on British roads, and that's especially true now that Heffel has introduced the cheaper, softer suspension GT410 to complement the GT410 Sport. 2. Jaguar F-Type. The sales fortunes of Jaguar's much-hyped successor for the Lions-designed E-Type will tell you much about the development of the modern sports car market. When it launched in 2013, we imagined the buying public would value it as a sort of prettier and more dependable modern TVR, favoring the biggest hitting 8-cylinder engines and viewing it as a cheaper and more powerful front-engined rival to the 911. For a while, buyers did exactly so. But as the car aged and the focus of the purist sports car market moved towards the Porsche Cayman and the Alpine A110, the F-Type had to move with it. The 6-cylinder models grew in popularity until Jaguar created another wave of interest in the car by furnishing it with a 4-cylinder engine. 1. Porsche 911, Carrera S and Carrera 4S. Having grown longer and slightly wider, the 911 is available in 380 bhp Carrera and 444 bhp Carrera S forms. Both are twin-turbocharged and, for now, come with 8-speed automatic gearboxes. Manual examples are expected to arrive in the UK in early 2021. Both versions use what used to be called the 911's widebody shell, which has been lightened by more extensive use of aluminum in its construction, while four-wheel steering is now an option even on non-GT level cars, and mixed-width wheels and tyres come as standard. This is Harry for Top 10 Everything. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.